Welcome to Dragonfly Trading. My name is Carrie, and I'm a full-time trader in the crypto and Forex markets. Today's video is going to be an update on Bitcoin and XRP. Remember, this is not financial advice. This is just the way that I see the market. If you're interested in learning my system, the link is in the description below for the Discord. We would love to have you. There's also a link for the indicator that I use, Market Liberator Cypher. If you're interested, join their Discord, and for a small donation, you can have that indicator. All right, let's get started. So we all know that we want this to be a 1, a 2, a 3, 4, and we go up for that big fifth wave. This is what we are all wishing, hoping for, etc. But we do need to consider and not get tunnel vision that the 4 could have been here and the 5 could have been here. This is a possibility. But if it is, this is a higher degree third. We can debate this count and debate this count, and we could come up with so many different scenarios of where we are in this cycle. But we do know this has to be some type of higher degree third. I mean, it can't be a primary 1. Well, anything's possible, but let's just not even think that way, because that would not be anything that we would want to happen. So let's go with a higher degree third, okay? Now, a higher degree third, the higher degree fourth, likes to come into the territory of the prior degree third. And with that said, we know that this is some type of lower degree third, if this is a higher degree third, and this is a lower degree fourth. So that means that our fourth is going to come somewhere in this territory. May even take on the top of the prior 20K bull run, but you can see where the support comes in, right there. Okay? So, yes, we do want this to be a 4 and a 5. But if it isn't, then it isn't. But we need to not get tunnel vision and just assume that we're going to get this fifth. Okay? All right. So let's talk about the counts we have left, the bullish counts. The only thing left are 2 possibilities. The triangle, and we can absolutely 100% cannot hit this lower trend line again, because we're not going to be moving our C over like this, because triangles like to have even symmetrical angles in their legs. And if we hit the trend line again, it will be invalid. So we have to stay off this trend line. We need to get up there for that D. Okay? And we need to get up there in a 3-wave move. So we need to keep on trucking up there or pull back and go up. The only other possibility is if we ended here and this is a wave 1, and we're going to talk about it. Okay, I'm going to make this as simple as possible. Let's talk about white and blue count first. They're assuming that this is a 3-wave move, a 3-wave move in the middle, and white count is assuming we're climbing correctively, and that we are done, or we have one more leg to the upside, and I'm leaning one more leg to the upside. Blue, three-wave move in the middle, and we're going to go up higher for a C wave that's going to get us up there for that triangle. Now let's talk about yellow count. Yellow count is assuming that this leg is a wave 1. Now I've talked about it in prior videos how I don't like it because it only hit a 1.382 extension, and it's also missing a leg, but we can call this a little fifth truncation, but it's got problems. But it can still be a 1. Three-wave pullback for 2, which is a little large for a 2, but nothing is invalid about it. And the leg to the upside that we're producing now is going to be a lower degree 1 and 2. The 2 will most likely find support on top of this 1. Because we're making 1, 2, 1, 2, our third will most likely get overextended, fourth, and fifth. Up around 109,000, it's just a projection. We could definitely get higher, especially when everybody starts piling in here with FOMO, which is natural. Okay? So, if it is yellow count and we are about to go to all-time highs, we absolutely cannot break 37,560. Okay, right here where this red line is. We can never break this again. We can't even come down and touch it. Okay, we've got to hold above it. And really, this too needs to find support on top of this one. Okay? That's as simple as it gets in a nutshell. So let's talk about white WXY now. Let me go down a little bit here. So the triangle. In my prior videos, I talked about us invalidating it. Well, I have dug and I have dug and I have dug and I have read every Elliott Wave book that I have. And I have come to the conclusion that this could be a valid triangle with E overshooting the trend line. Oops. Right here. E overshooting a trend line is valid. The legs not hitting all the same extensions is valid as far as what I'm reading. So with that said, that is what would make the W, the X, and the Y, or A, B, C. Let's talk about this in here. Now, a WXY is a 7 swing pattern. A WXYXZ is an 11 swing pattern. What do you mean by that? Well, what I mean by that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay? If we are climbing correctively, I feel that we could have a B that's going to come down, possibly find support here, fill the gap, and go up for a C for a zigzag. Okay? Target approximately 51,000 here at the 1-to-1. If I am wrong about my swing pattern here, and I have counted the legs incorrectly, then it could be that it is actually 7 swings and that it's creating a W, an X, and a Y, okay, that's either not done or it is done, and we'll know here very soon. Okay. This B wave should not take out the bottom sitting at approximately 44,150. If this is going to be an ABC zigzag to the upside, it should not take out this bottom. If this is an impulse wave and we have another 5th wave to go, it should not take out that bottom. So even if it's a B or it needs to finish the impulse wave, it should not take out this support. Okay. If it's a WXY, and I know I'm getting a little long-winded here, when it's done, it will come down. We need to take notice that we're creating bullish divergence on the 4-hour here. 8-hour, if we get another push to the upside, will create reversal divergence, and we are way up here. This really needs to reset and pull back for that potential wave 2 if we're going to go bullish. 12-hour, way up here. It has got to reset. It will not have the power to go for that big bullish count if it does not reset. Okay. All right, let's move over to XRP. Now I know there's some counts floating around out there that are calling this a wave 1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 2, like a nest. I don't see how that count is possible. This is clearly a 3-wave move. In the middle here, this is clearly a 3-wave move. This wave, even if you wanted to count this as a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and an overextended 5th, the 4 comes into the 1, which is an invalidation. So I see this as the first option, that it's creating an expanded diagonal. 1, 2, 3 waves for 3, 3 waves for 4, and 3 waves for 5. 5 does not have to hit the trend line. It just has to do 70% of 4. If it is not in an expanding diagonal, then it is climbing correctively. This was a 3-wave A, 3-wave B, 3-wave W, 3-wave X, 3-wave Y. Doesn't mean that it can't climb higher correctively. It can. But it has to be an expanding diagonal for this to be a wave 1 and a pullback for a 2. So let's get into this lower time frame. I see this wave to the downside as a potential diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If it is not a diagonal, then it's a WXY. Okay. I see this move to the upside, even though it looks very pumpy, as an ABC flat. Because down in here, this is very 3-wavy. I can't make a wave 1 out of that move. So with that said, this move here is the same as Bitcoin. And that Let me put the 618 on there. Okay, we're right at the 618. This has the potential to be done as a WXY, which would mean that we're going to partner leg this. Whether it's a diagonal or not, it needs a partner. Okay. Or blue is going to go higher. And then partner leg, white leg. The only way that this could be a bullish count, and there's always a bullish count, so let's look at this, is if this is a WXY, because Bitcoin has a bullish count, and I am wrong about this ABC, and this is actually a wave 1. If that is the case, and this is a 2, and this is the start of the big wave 3, 4, 5, just like Bitcoin, then we cannot break this low sitting at 62 cents. Because this would be the start of this big third wave that would get overextended. Okay, that would be the bullish count. But I am leaning towards the 3-wave move, but it doesn't mean my bias is correct. So this is the options. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments if you watched it to the end. And I just want to let everyone know, thank you so much for all the wonderful comments. And I appreciate every single one of you. And I hope you have a wonderful evening.